Hi, I'm Lynn, and here's what's happening at Utopia Farms today. Baler twine back there, and we're off to see what's happening in the fields.
Oh, just in time for the birth of a baby bale.
I don't have a drone, but I do have a car. That's only a few feet before he had to stop and let another bale out.
Oh, that one there, 10. 12%.
Let's get started. So Roger's here today. They've got hay down too. So he's not going to be here helping all the time because obviously he has his own farm work to do, but when he can help, he will. And right now he's here to borrow some of our wagons for his hay. And Arnie just finished feeding these guys their breakfast. We were really lucky last night. That rain just threatened all night long, but it didn't do anything. It bypassed us. And today we're back to bright and sunny so that the hay that's all laying down in the field right now can continue drying. And I think we're hoping to bale it tomorrow. But if it dries really well, who knows, we may even get to it today. We're just gonna see which of these ewe lambs want to come out. Come on, you guys. So far we got a Dorset group here. Got a brave Suffolk joining the group. Hi. Is this a good spot for a good scratch? Hi, girls. Hi. How you doing? I was gonna chase them all out, but Arnie's forking the hay out, so I guess they'll eat here and they can go out on their own. Little mister is out at pasture, but I got his bottle here, so we'll call him in. Little mister, did you want your bottle? Hi, honey. Hi. Good eating of the grass, though. I like to see it when there's grass hanging out your mouth. It's a good improvement, isn't it, sweetheart? Good boy. Yeah. That's a good job eating grass with the boys. Yeah. Yeah, you're just so excited you have to go in circles. Yep, that's it. That's the sound. I just put this gate up because it looks like this little paddock here is grown up again with grass. So we'll let the big guys out for a little while anyway to get some munching done. Hi, Scotty. Okay, they're out here. They're happy about that. They all came right away. Hi, Scotty. You've had your food. I like that as a change. They got their dry bale there's a lot of grass back in here. It'll last them a couple of days anyway. That's glad. He was eating the... Here he is. He loves the willow leaves. They all do. And they do a professional job. People who drive by think that we go out and trim the trees because they're so evenly cut. But no, these are our gardeners. We're arborists. So Arnie said he was going to pick up the rake, but he's not back, so I don't know if that means he's going to drop it off somewhere else and I have to go pick him up. Tried calling him, he didn't answer. So due to lack of communications, I'm going to go for a drive around the block, see if he's waiting for me somewhere. And there's the rams. At least they're happy. Well, he was here when I got back. But I drove him back over to that field and it looks like he's gonna go rake it. Got a sunbeam right in my camera.
So it's Canada Day holiday Monday. Not a holiday for us. We will take a holiday when we have a chance. I'm gonna go bale hay. Just heading out now. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. This hay's been on the ground for about 26 hours. And we're gonna wrap it. Because yeah, it's got a lot of alfalfa, hard to cure. So I'm just heading out now. And I guess I'll talk to you shortly. I probably shouldn't be talking on the phone while I'm on the road.
Well, I just got ready to actually go sit on the deck and read a book because Arnie's in the field and things were quiet. Just finished cleaning the house. And then Roger and his dad pulled in, so I ran upstairs to get changed to go deal with them. And by the time I got ready, they were already gone with the wagons that they took. And then Arnie called and he wants some baler twine in the field. So you just can't catch a break. If you live on a farm, there is no such thing as time off. You can try, but it doesn't work. Anyway, we popped Max in the back so he can have a little trip to the field. And we got some baler twine back there. And we're off to see what's happening in the fields. So we've made it out to the pasture he cut down. The weather stayed good, so it's unfortunate he didn't take the whole field down. You can see that in the center here, he didn't cut it down. We're kind of gun shy now that we've lost a few bales of hay. So he decided to do just as much as he thought he could safely get done in case rain did happen. So he's cut all around the edges. He's raked it up into piles so that they can be easily baled. They're very close to being able to be dry baled, but because this year, remember I said it's a glut year, the hay is really, really thick and there's a lot of it. So if it was thinner hay, it was a drier year, so there wasn't the volume, probably we could have dry baled this today. But there's so much alfalfa and so much volume in here that he says it would take a lot more to dry it safely, because if you make dry hay, it has to be really dry, like around that 12% mark, and it's really hard to get that in a big bale because you're compressing so much hay into like a 700-pound bale.
it's almost impossible to get it dry, especially if you have legumes in it. Legumes are the plants like alfalfa and the clovers that have a lot of leaves and thick, dark plant matter. Holds the moisture a lot more, and it's very hard to dry. The straight grasses are a lot easier to dry. So Arnie's making his way up, and we'll pass him over his baler twine. There's a pile of old bales here that on a previous year would have gotten rained on, and we push them to the side in the bush. They just, it's organic matter, so it eventually rots down. Animals make their burrows in there, and you're just putting it back in the soil. But it takes a long time because they are big round bales, and it takes a long time for them to compost down. Oh, just in time for the birth of a baby bale. It's always nice to watch a birth, a live birth especially. Looks really cute and healthy. Nice and round. Good color on it. Here's a funny noise like that, he's got to go check it out. There we go. So you know that the hay is really thick and there's a lot of it because there is hardly any space between one bale and the next.
Okay, Arnie's heading off again. He's got his twine. He passed me some video footage, which you really have to stay tuned for because you do not want to miss the funny thing that happened while he was baling hay. And that will be shown near the end of the video. While we were here, we could get some live shots of him baling the hay. I don't have a drone, but I do have a car, so let's try it. The intention is to make dry bales with the stuff we cut in the center of the field.
know how you guys all love to watch our birthing videos, so I thought you might like this. That's only a few feet before he had to stop and let another bale out. He's got indicators in the tractor when the bale is big enough and ready to be released. Those windrows are under the tractor, all the way up to the base of the tractor. I keep zooming out to talk because when I zoom in, my mic doesn't work. I don't know why. just stopped to probe it.
What? It's not even registering.
Ooh, so we could have dry baled it. It's way cheaper to dry bale hay.
I think that bale would stay.
Well, if one would, you'd think they all would.
Well, that one there tests 12%. No, maybe 14. I think 13 is perfect, but you might get away with 15. Yeah, that bale's dry. It doesn't feel dry. Did you see it, hey?
Yeah.
Huh? That's good hay. So I'm really thinking about it. I'm going to try to dry bale a whole piece. But I don't trust this, but that's nice stuff. See, the sheep will love that. There's one thing wrong with alfalfa. Alfalfa can get a little coarse if you don't cut it quick enough. But this stuff here, look how soft that is.
So yeah, he started it for wet hay, and yeah, it's probably pretty well good enough for dry hay. If he waited one more day, it would for sure have been dry hay. But I guess he's gonna wrap it anyway.
You see that hay? That's good hay. And that's got about 1/3 alfalfa now. Maybe 50% alfalfa. And you see the canopy is on the bottom. The heads on top have no value, but it's really not. If you look at the heads,
There's
no
very
amount
much.
there.
No, it looks like second cut.
Yeah, it's right. That's good stuff. Look at it. Look at it. That's good hay. Little sheep will love that stuff.
So I think we made the decision that this stuff up here, since we've already started it, we're gonna wrap it. We might feed a couple of these bales already to the lambs, because it's really good quality hay and it's dry enough to feed them right away. And at the front of the field, we're gonna test some of the bales up there. And if we're thinking it's dry, we might leave the front of the field till tomorrow and try to dry hay on that one. So the gamble is always, will it rain? Will we have a heavy dew and it gets soaking wet? But I think that's what the plan is, because it's very expensive to wrap hay. And this is really, really nice hay. If you can get nice dry hay like this, you're laughing. Like, this is what you want all your hay to be. Beautiful hay, nice and dry, no wrapping. That's the absolute best, but it's very hard to get. That's why people wrap. But the thing in our favor yesterday and today is that not only is it sunny, which is hay making weather, it's also hot but not humid, so it's not putting moisture back into the cut hay, and it's windy, so it's like a hairdryer blowing through it. All the ideal conditions that you really want your hay to be made in. And we haven't had that yet this year. This is the first time all year we've had hay weather. And it's about time. With seagulls, when you're haying, you often see vultures too. The turkey vultures are looking for any animals that unfortunately got chopped up by the haybine.
and it does happen. It's going at a high enough speed, and Arnie told you how sharp the blades are, and the animals, most of them will run away, but some of them will lay down and try to hide and camouflage themselves in the deep grasses, and they get hit. It's a really bad thing. Usually they run away, but it does happen, and that's what the turkey vultures are looking for. There were a couple when I drove up here, swooping around the field, but nobody landed, so I'm assuming that there were no casualties, which makes me happy.
So this is the front section of our field, the one we were just in. This is the one he's now considering dry baling. Although he is still baling, and he said he wasn't going to, so not quite sure what he's doing. But the last discussion I had 2 minutes ago was that he was going to leave this section and dry bale it. And we have a red-tailed hawk flying by there. And yeah, sometimes you hit nests too. Not red tails, but marsh hawks will lay their eggs in hayfields, and so will ducks. Last year, if you recall, if you were here with us, Arnie's haybine went over a nest of ducks. They hadn't hatched yet, so the eggs were there and they were all intact, so they were okay. Wow, you guys, now watch this. It's the cutest thing ever. As we pull into the driveway here, the boys are out here. Hi, boys. A car driving slow. Miracle. Hi, boys. How you doing? Are you not even paying attention? Hi, Jed. Hi, buddy. what you see if you come into our driveway. In the distance, you can see our resident owls in the nest. This is our mailbox that we turned into a bird box, and I just opened it to see if anyone's in here, and there is. I'm not sure what they are, but there's 2 baby birds in there, being really quiet. It's okay. But we usually get robins, and I don't know what those were. They were not robins. But that's our mailbox by the road over there. But occasionally Amazon has come by and dropped parcels in this one. It's not a mailbox. That's why it's got a perch and a bird hole in it. So me and Max have just pulled back into the yard, and I don't know, but I'm guessing that I've got enough footage today for a video. So I'm gonna call it a day, and stay tuned tomorrow and we'll see what he does with that hay, if he does get some dry bales made, which would be nice, and if it rains. You just don't know these days. Anyway, thanks for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the little special at the end of the video. That was unbelievable, I thought. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Bye for now.